Tropical storm Vinta further intensifies as it threatens the Caraga area. As of 5 p.m., State Weather Bureau Pag-asa says Vinta is 200 kilometers east of Hinatuan, Surigao del Sur. Vinta packs maximum sustained winds of 80 kilometers per hour and gusts of up to 110 kilometers per hour. Signal number 2 is raised over Surigao del Norte, including Siargao Islands, Surigao del Sur, Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, Northern Davao Oriental, Compostela Valley, Davao del Norte, Bukidnon, Misamis Oriental, Camiguin, Lanao del Norte, and Lanao del Sur. While signal number 1 is over southern Leyte, southern portion of Leyte, southern Cebu, Siquijor, Bohol, southern Negros Occidental, southern Negros Oriental, Dinagat Islands, Misamis Occidental, North Cotabato, Maguindanao, rest of Davao Oriental, northern Davao del Sur, Compostela Valley, Zamboanga del Sur, Zamboanga Sibugay, and Zamboanga del Norte. A ferry with 251 people on board capsizes off the waters between Dinahican, Quezon, and Polillo Island Thursday. The Philippine Coast Guard says it is still validating the number of casualties, but rescuers have retrieved 4 bodies so far. The cause of the accident is still unclear, but the Coast Guard says the Mercraft 3 encountered rough weather while sailing. The search and rescue for Mercraft 3's passengers and crew is still ongoing. Follow wrapper.com for continuing updates. Senate President Pimentel seeks a probe into Canada's garbage that was illegally dumped in the Philippines in 2013 and remains on Philippine ports. A total of 103 container vans of trash from Canada were illegally shipped by Ontario-based company Chronic Incorporated to the Philippines from 2013 to 2015. Pimentel says he wants to know if there are sufficient legal safeguards restricting the indiscriminate entry and dumping of solid waste and harmful trash into the Philippines. The first batch of 50 container vans that arrived from June to August 2013 were misdeclared as assorted scrap plastic materials for recycling, but the container vans contain various waste materials, including non-recyclable plastics and adult diapers. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, during the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit in Manila, said it is now theoretically possible to get back the illegal trash since legal barriers and restrictions have now been addressed. But Trudeau did not make a full commitment to remove the garbage out of the country yet, noting that the trash came from a private business and not the Canadian government. Negros Occidental police find grenades and firearms when they intercepted a town vice mayor and her husband at a checkpoint Tuesday night. Moises Padilla Vice Mayor Ella Garcia-Yulo earlier accused the police of harassing and manhandling her and her husband, Felix Yulo II, at the checkpoint. The vice mayor and her husband are now facing charges of illegal possession of explosives, a non-bailable offense. Additional charges of illegal possession of drugs and firearms and direct assault will also be filed against the couple within the week. The vice mayor accuses the town police led by its chief Alan Relo of manhandling them, saying she was dragged out of the vehicle. She insists the grenades, firearms, and drugs were planted in their vehicle. Relo says the couple were under surveillance for quite some time now for allegedly being drug personalities. He says there was no harassment during the checkpoint. Relo says they only did a visual search on the vehicle, adding it was the vice mayor who got out of the car and cursed him. A car plows into a crowd in Melbourne, Australia Thursday, injuring at least a dozen people. Witnesses say people are thrown through the air after being hit by the vehicle, which did not appear to be trying to slow down as it mowed everybody down. Police arrest the driver, but it's still unclear if the driver acted deliberately. A second man, who is also in the car, is also arrested. The incident comes months after a car mowed down pedestrians in Melbourne's busiest mall in January, killing 6 people.